What the heck am I doing out here so early? Can you even see me? Hey everybody, how you doing? Dash and Dave here again. Please click that subscribe button and hit that like button. Thank you very much. 6:30 a.m. Monday, October 24th, 2022. Day 18 of the Accept More, Earn More experiment. What the heck am I doing out here so early? Can you even see me? Let me do this real quick as a test. All right, let's look at the numbers. Start the day off. 4.93 customer rating, 73% acceptance rating. We gained 3 percentage points yesterday, Sunday, banging day Sunday. 96% completion rate, 98.009995 on time or early, and 3,772 lifetime deliveries. And right now we're showing pretty much blood red, very busy in my zone, Ames, Iowa. Occasionally over the last year, I've come out at 7 a.m. As an experiment, to see what the demand is out here. And generally, for the most part, I've found it fairly slow, even though it's showing blood red, very busy. And I think that's because of the supply and demand ratio. There's not a lot of dashers out there, but a few orders can, quote, overwhelm the supply of dashers. So that's why it's showing busy. And generally, in my experiments earlier this year, between 7 and 9, most of the time it seemed that I was barely making $15 to $17 an hour. I was sitting somewhere for quite a while, 10, 15 minute chunks. Okay, so it's not the greatest dollar per hour figure, and might even be, at $1 a mile when it breaks out. But here's the thing. Say $15 an hour for the first 2 hours, that's $30 to the pile for the daily total. Okay, so now the other thing is we're kind of in uncharted territory here, that this is late October. I went back and looked at my spreadsheets for last year. I was just playing around, learning Doordash, doing 15, 20-hour weeks. And then in about a week from now, a year ago, I started my UPS stuff. So anyway, this is all uncharted territory for me. So now's a good time to come out here and gauge what the supply and demand is. What can I do between 7 and 9? Plus, given the fact that I generally only work about 7 hours a day, that would end my shift, if you will, right at 2 o'clock. And what happens at 2 o'clock? The slowdown happens at 2 o'clock. Perfect. Okay, so we'll see how this all works out today. Brand new uncharted territory. Gonna head to Sam's and top off egg, fill up the gas tank. I think we're at 3.17 per gallon at my Sam's Club. That's always a good deal. And we'll just we'll see what happens here today. All right, got Eggman filled up. Man, it's nice to do that for $25. Wow. Okay, so what's the strategy this morning? It's 6:53. I can hit dash now if I wish, but we've gone cool gray. But I'm within 15 minutes of my scheduled start time at 7 a.m. I went through my schedule this weekend and I was able to get 7 a.m. on most of the days. 8:30 was, I think, Thursday. But anyway, I can come out and, if it's busy, I'll be able to dash now. So what's the strategy today? Taco Bell, Wendy's, avoid them. Avoid that area, which is just, a mile north of me here. So Airport Road's right here. I'm gonna go out here, hang a right, and go out to Campus Town. The Dunkin's out there, the West McDonald's is out there. Yep, that's it. That's what we're gonna do. And then around 8 o'clock or so, if it brings me over to East Ames, or I can come over to East Ames where Tropical Smoothie will open up. I know they have deliveries first thing in the morning at times, the girls have said. So about an hour from now, I'll kind of make my way toward Tropical Smoothie. So first thing we're gonna do is get Uber Eats going, see if I have to take a picture. Not today. I think we'll also fire up the hub, because they just toggled in, they just cowbelled in and saying available slots were open. I am no longer scheduling for Grubhub. Because of my ratings, they said I was third in line to schedule. Usually I only saw 1 or 2 openings, but I have kind of found that not scheduling still gives me offers. And if I'm third in line, that's fine. that's fine. Okay, so we'll bring up the Doordash app. Cool gray dash now, 654, Campus Town. All right, right off the bat, almost 5 miles away, Taco John's 285. That's a no-tip order. Taco John's must pay $285 base pay in the morning. I'm 5 miles away. Well, I'm at least 2 or 3 miles away, nowhere near it. It was going to come back over here into Campus Town, but I'm not taking that one. So we were at 73%. We're now at 72%. Not a very good sign to start the day off, but I wonder how many DoorDashers that one's been passed around. Everybody's going, take the hit. I ain't delivering for $285. Hell no. Okay, well, we got a minute here. I'm parked just about 2 stores away from Starbucks. You know, I got Eggman, and I was using Speedwagon. So how do you deal with that? With Doordash, I could find no information whatsoever that I had to, you know, update my vehicle or anything. I got on some Reddit forums. Some people were indicating that they knew what kind of vehicle you were driving. Some others said, I use the Doordash app for food delivery. It's never once told me the person's vehicle. So I don't know how that all works, but there's nothing that I could find officially from Doordash that prevents me from using this vehicle or Speedwagon or jumping back and forth. Now, Uber Eats, it is time for me to re-up my insurance. I'm doing that this week for both vehicles. And on Uber Eats, they've been sending me messages for the last 2 weeks that your insurance documentation is about ready to expire. Please upload a picture of your insurance card. Okay, if you do Uber Eats, you're well aware of that. DoorDash does not require that other than the very first time you signed up that you check mark, I have insurance, you know, due to applicable laws, yada, yada, yada. So on Uber Eats, there is a section in there to add a vehicle. So I will add egg, and now the Uber Eats app crosses all their platforms, whether it's rideshare or food delivery or whatever. And in the settings there, you can check which one. There's 3 of them. I think there's Uber Eats, Uber, and Uber X. And I think X stands for a larger vehicle. So right now in my settings on Uber, I just have Uber Eats ticked. That's the only offers that come my way. I'll upload the information, give them all the information about Eggman, and put that in there as my second vehicle. Oh my gosh. Chick-fil-A, 3.7 miles, $3.75. I think that's just about base pay, but it's not that far away. Well, let me look at the address. Cove. Okay, that's not too bad. That's on South Grand. I'll go ahead and take that one for the team. Okay, so anyway, as far as jumping back and forth between vehicles, so anyway, as far as Doordash is concerned, as long as you meet all their criteria, insurance, driver's license, blah, 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 you can switch vehicles. On Uber, like I said, there's a place in there to add a vehicle. I will do that. And then I'm going to assume that maybe I choose which vehicle I'm driving. I don't know. We'll find out when I get to that point. And anyway, in any case right now, if I do select Eggman, then I'll still do the same settings that I have right now, and it's just Uber Eats, not Uber Rideshare. And so when I find that out, I'll let y'all know. Okay, this is a first. I've seen this on other content creators' videos about Doordash. Get the customer's signature before dropping off the order. Ask the customer to sign on your device to confirm that they've received their order. I know some people don't like this, but here's the deal, at least from my experience with a hand it to me, very rarely do I have any issues with meeting up with that person. There has been 1 or 2, sure thing. But for the most part, they're right there, you know, answer the door immediately, if not waiting for me. So, a couple extra seconds to quickly say, hey, we need to have you sign this now. It's a new policy, whatever, yada, yada, yada. Have them sign with their finger. So this will be my first time with this. We'll see how it goes. Okay, as I get out of this complex here, we'll roll through the screens. Pretty self-explanatory. He was real understanding. I did ask him, I said, hey, did you request this by any chance? And he says, no. So it just come up automatically for the hand it to me. I guess we're going to see that now in my market. Like I said, I really haven't watched a whole lot of videos or gathered any information on this, since it was not in my market at this time. By the way, there was a $1 tip on that, so it was not a no-tip delivery. And so I kind of, thought that maybe it was on higher dollar orders, but so apparently it's on everything, and we'll see how many times that pops up today. And who knows what version of the app is getting pushed to me today. Like I said, there's several different versions out there. We are the beta testers for Doordash, and so they always have a working platform. If one of them were to crash, they could push the other one out real quick. So you can say what you want about that, but every app and every market's different. Hell, I've seen different versions of the app in my own market from other Dashers phones. So anyway, pretty painless, took 2 seconds. That Panera hand it to me order did not require a signature, so maybe it's store specific. And we have had some thievery issues with Chick-fil-A in my market, so not sure how the signature is going to rectify that unless somebody, a driver steals the order, says they delivered it, and then has chicken tenders and fries. So maybe that's what that is about. All right, out to Campus Town. Hope to pick up a Starbucks. All right, after that Dunkin' run, 74%. Awesome. Now, look at this one here. This Chick-fil-A 675 was a technological miss. You can see the screen's not even right. Okay? Then, I got it again. Second chance. And I'm still at 74% acceptance rating. So, confirmed for about the third or fourth time now for my personal satisfaction that a miss does not count against your acceptance rating when it's a technological error. And that screen, I don't know if it's on the, no, it's not on the screen grab that I got. Down at the bottom was a little informational bar when I finally got the app fired back up after forced closing it, yada, yada, yada. Unexceptional error, unknown error occurred, just in a little bar at the bottom of the app. So this was a case where the miss was technologically motivated and not my fault. I just didn't ignore it, So anyway, yeah, a technologically motivated miss does not affect your acceptance rate. We can see that right here. I gained 74% off the Dunkin', had the miss, then got the second chance on the Chick-fil-A. I'm still at 74% right now, so good to know that those technological errors do not cause your acceptance rating to go down. All right, when I get this Chick-fil-A dropped off, it's about 5 to 9. It'll be about 5 after 9 when I get this dropped off. 2 hours, $29.45. Wow. Not even $15 an hour, and I'm at 84 cents per mile. And so all this week, coming in at 7, again, $30 in the first 2 hours. For me, no big deal. I'm not doing anything anyway. It's light traffic. It's a beautiful morning, even though it's overcast. I got my coffee, feeling good, eggs feeling good. Get a jump on it. I'm $30 ahead than if I'd come in at 9. That's the way I'm looking at it. All right, had that decent $12 Uber Eats Starbucks run to a regular just north of the Main Street area, if you will. And then the girls from PCI called me. Just a couple of them, not a big crew, but it was a good little payday. So we're sitting at $51 here for 3 hours. Not the best, but it's $51 to the pile. We're a third of the way where I want to be at the end of the day. All right, Nugs, make that into a song. All right, I don't know if you noticed it. I just did. No diamond high paying orders yet today come my way. This one here is not too bad. 783 for 3.5 miles, but it doesn't meet the metric. So, yeah, I just went through my screenshots. No high paying diamond orders yet today. I'm going to say that suggests that it's pretty slow. I've been running back and forth across town, east, west, north, south, all over the place. Mileage is extremely high today. And it's a Monday, it's a slow Monday, apparently. I can't plant in a certain section yet. It's 10:20, So after this delivery, which is up north, we're going back down toward the Duff Zone and you know, try to plant ourselves there. And it's just a slow day, raining. Temperature went down about 10 degrees since I got up. When I got up this morning and left my house at 6:30, it was 71 degrees. It's like 61 now. At 4 o'clock this afternoon, it'll be 51. So the high temperature was at midnight last night. Alrighty, there it is. $23 items. I'll bet you this is, yep, I know right where this is going. This doesn't qualify as a catering order, but it's to a corporate office and they order from Panera regularly. Let's see if there's a total on this. A lot of times, ooh, $285. All right. So I'm not sure why this doesn't qualify as a catering order, but I've had this customer several times. Maybe it'll ask me to take a picture of the catering bag when I get there, but generally it doesn't. And I'm not sure why, but I think because maybe this order is placed on the Panera website versus the Doordash website. And we've seen this before where it didn't trigger right away, but once I got there, that was at the Spice Thai Cuisine one time when it was a very large order. No warning about needing a catering bag, but when you got there, it wanted you to, when you clicked arrive to store, it said, please take a picture of your catering bag. So we'll see if that's the case here. This is generally a good one. Should be it says $9.50 plus, you know, it should be around 20 bucks. They usually do about a 10% tip or so. Okay, so yeah, no catering bag prompt, you know, to take the picture. It's well over $100, but not sure why this doesn't meet the catering LOP program profile at over $100, unless it's where they place the order. And, you know, it could be through the Panera website. They're regulars. It could be a call-in. Then Panera just uses us as the hired gun, but she includes a tip for the delivery service that gets passed on to me, yada yada, you know, I don't know. But then Tony throws me two really bad ones and I declined them. And I'm at 71 with those two declines in a row right there, so that's pretty good. I'm up and down, up and down, up and down, treading water right at 70, 71.
A few moments later.
Okay, 10%, right what I was thinking it was or remembering it was. $31.50 altogether with the DoorDash base pay at $275. $28.50 was the tip. That's good for, you know, literally 20 minutes worth of work. So that helps the day's total quite a bit. Now we're gonna go do this double pancheros. Just keep rocking. All right, straight up noon. And with that Applebee's, we just hit 100. So that's 20 bucks an hour, 5 hours, 7 to noon. I'll be out till at least 2. I don't really want to work too much past that, but I might do the campus town thing around 1:30, 2 o'clock like I normally do. Okay, upon further reflection after about 15 seconds ago when I just said what I said about maybe heading out to campus town a little later, I'm heading there now. When it's slow, the low and the no tippers seem to be a heavy percentage of all the orders as a whole because they order all the time and the good tippers don't. So I'm getting away from Wendy's and Taco Bell. All right, I'm out here in campus town. Several indicators how slow it is here today. I just kind of realized, haven't heard anything from Uber Eats for almost 2 hours now after the Starbucks runs this morning. I drove by Freddy's, just did my 180. Freddy's, there's parking in front of Freddy's. As I spun around and got turned around the opposite direction in the CVS parking lot, picked up a Freddy's. All right, very good, very good. And Grubhub Cowbell, that has sang in like twice today. One of them was about a half hour ago. It was a decent run, say a $12 run over to Nevada. I can't remember if it was Chick-fil-A or Chipotle or whatever, but you know, that was a non-starter to do that. But anyway, yeah, it's slow today. Like I said, parking in front of Freddy's, no Uber Eats, no Cowbell. I think the right call was getting out of the Duff Zone and away from Taco Bell and Wendy's. All right, just picked up this order for McDonald's, the West McDonald's. I am at the right one. they're almost out on Lincoln Way there waiting to get in the drive-through. I'm sitting here at the split, at the Y, if you will. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cars in front of me. This could be a while. 12:33.
Many minutes later.
12:44, 11 minutes. Didn't seem that bad. I was reading the news and thumbing through some things, and it is what it is. They're doing a damn good job of getting the cars through in the drive-through only since they're under construction. So I kind of counted about 10 and 11, so 1 minute per car. That ain't bad. That ain't bad. All right, about 1:15, this Mickey D's comes in. I was sitting here at Tropical Smoothie. It's just dead. I have not heard anything yet again from Uber Eats. The Grubhub cowbell just rang, but it was going up to Story City. And so this Mickey D's is going down to an apartment complex far south of town, right off of Highway 30. I think I'm just going to call it, because here come the cheap and the low tippers, and here come the low tip and the no tippers. And I think I got to go to the grocery store. I got laundry to do. It's crappy, gray, rainy day. It was a better day than it could have been, you know, for a slow Monday. You know, just a little under $20 an hour, if you will. Yeah, I'm heading there. I had to stop at Tropical Smoothie and take a leak, Tony. You know, all this rain. Finished the day at $126.80 for the 6.5 hours, $19.50 an hour. Not the best, but you know, it was slow today. I still had not heard a whole lot from Uber Eats, except recently here I got a couple $4 and $5 orders. So they're cheap orders out there. Everything's slow. So we're heading into the slow period anyway. I've been out at Freddy's. They were dead slow. I found parking in front of Freddy's. That's how slow it is. Uber Eats is dead quiet. Grubhub's quiet. Might as well get out. Okay, so we're just going to cut our losses. It was you know, I enjoy doing this, and I'm going to do it for the next for this week, 7 a.m. just to see how it works again. You know, it might only be $15 an hour for the first couple hours, which is only $30, but that's $30 to the pile toward the end of the day. At $126.80, that came out to $1.62 per mile, I believe. Let me go back here and double check. 82. Mileage rate was $1.54. You know, that's okay. I can do that. So started the day with 73% acceptance rating. Had 14 jobs. I was down to 71 at one point. Never higher. I think I was up to 74 maybe one time. But anyway, we're hanging at 73. That's good. 14 jobs in that 6.5 hours. That's the one thing that I've been kind of noticing when I'm doing my paperwork on my spreadsheets. It seems like my job count has gone up a little bit, which makes perfect sense doing all these doubles and these stacks where they're putting on a low tip or a no tip order that normally I would not take. Now, I never peel one off on a double. You know, when that comes in, I just look at it as a whole and reject it or accept it based on the whole. Okay, but when they, you know, put a $3 order on to an order, you know, stack it on there, I don't know if I've actually taken one of those or not. Like I said, I'm pretty sure that so far I'm 0 for 0 on actually taking, you know, making the decision to take a no tip order. When they come on a double, maybe there's been 1 or 2 of them there, but I don't think I have physically said accept, whether it was a stack or an individual order on a no tip order. You know, usually there's a buck or two, and that's okay. That's a low tipper. At least they put on a buck or two. That's a buck or two better than the no tippers, right? I mean, hell yeah. Okay, so sitting at 73%, 4.93 still on the customer rating, 96% completion rating, 98.02 on my on time or early. At the end of this shift here, 3,786 lifetime deliveries. The rain's picking up a little bit. It's cold. I got laundry to do. I got to go to the grocery store. We'll see you tomorrow. All right, guys and gals, that's all I've got for you today. Hopefully you can take something from this video and put it to use for yourself. Thanks for coming along for the ride, and hope to see you next time.